So there's really only 3 things that every single barber needs to do in 2023 to see major success. Now, those 3 things are vision and goal, focus, and discipline. However, every single barber I've talked to in the last 8 months, we're doing all 3 completely wrong and ensuring their ultimate failure. I'll break down exactly what you need to do so you don't fall victim to the same fate. So let's start off with vision and goal. Now, we wrapped up a phenomenal month with a few of our private clients. Mike had a record 17K month in business with only doing 119 cuts in total. Fabio had a 16K month. South Bay Chris got 17 new higher paying clients into his business at the $150 price point. And it's one of my core beliefs as to why our private clients just get ridiculous fucking results month after month is because from day one, we give them an exact roadmap of what the next 12 months is going to look like inside of their business while dialing it all the way down into what the next 90 days is going to look like for them. And then dialing that back down to what the next 1 to 4 weeks is going to look like step by step. Now that's a vision tied to a goal. I want this business to be at 17K per month in the next 12 months. And this is the exact pathway I need to go through in order to get there. The issue is most barbers' vision or plan really just stops at the goal. Here's what I mean by this. You can't just say, I want to make 17K per month and expect the goddamn thing to happen. It leaves room for you to miscalculate what you actually need to achieve in order to attain that goal. And there's really only 2 things to solve this. Number 1, have a goal that scares you, that's out of reach, and will force you to change who you are right now in order to attain that goal. Basically, you gotta force yourself to fucking grow in the process. Because otherwise, it's not really a goal. It's just more of like you're getting the same amount of what you already are by being who you already are as well too. Which that doesn't make sense. Now here's the secret sauce. Number 2 is you want to create a vision of what you would do if you wanted to ensure that you would not hit that goal. Now my right-hand man, Dennis inside the New Era Barbering Company actually brought this to my attention. I thought it was a phenomenal mental model. Alex Hormozy talks about this. Charlie Munger talks about this as well too. If you wanted to get the body of your dreams, what would you do to ensure that you would not get that goal? Well, for 1, you wouldn't follow a goddamn diet. 2, you wouldn't do any progressive overload in the gym. In fact, you would just push the same weights for the same amount of reps for 12 months plus. Your sleep would be dog ass. Take absolutely 0 supplements. And you continue the list on and on. I mean, you kind of get the idea of where I'm going with this, hopefully. Now, once you write all of that shit out, you just simply do the inverse of what you wrote down. And by rule, you should hit the goal. If you did it correctly, of course. Now, you can do that, which again, too, is still a little bit flawed. Or you can just be one of our private clients and work with us one-on-one so you can take out the guessing game and worry of like, man, am I even doing this shit correctly? And just leave it to us and to get the help from a full-on team that's actually been able to do this with other barbers repeatedly. Again, if you do want to work with us, the link is down below to apply. Now, number 2 is going to be focus. Now, when most barbers think of focus, they just hone in on the idea of making money as their focus. This leads to terrible thinking like, how many more and different ways can I make more money right now? This leads a lot of barbers to start dumb shit like clothing brands. Try to start a product brand on the side. Start their rap career. I mean, like, you get the fucking point. Instead, what you need to do is have one area of focus on one goal. It should look and sound something like this. I want to make 20K per month as a barber. Not, I want to make 20K per month cutting hair, selling Frenchies, selling feet pics, doing OnlyFans. Now, when you have one focus, your chances of actually achieving the goal grow astronomically. Because when you're trying to do 5 different businesses, the max output you will ever get is 1/5 of your full potential if you only had one thing as your main focus. And let me make this clear. Money is not made by doing a bunch of shitty work and shitty businesses, but by doing one thing excellent. Again, to drive this point home, think of it like this. Someone 1/5 of your talent level at barbering would get the same exact output in their business as you if you split your focus into 5 different things. Legit, somebody who's 80% shittier at doing the thing than you are is getting the same result. It's a fucking slap in the face, man. Come on now. So if you can't seem to understand why somebody who is less skilled as you is doing better in their business as a barber, it's probably because you're doing way too much dumb shit and completely unfocused on the main thing, while legit, that's the only thing they're worried about. Number 3, discipline. Now, when I say discipline, I don't mean showing up and doing the work every day. When you're running and scaling a business as a barber, honestly, the hardest part is staying the course. A lot of barbers will see a little blip of success and growth in their business and want to jump onto to the next thing as quickly as they can. Or like I said before, they start splitting their focus, think they need to start starting a brand or something is like the answer for them. I mean, hell, even for our private clients, the biggest thing we're always having to fix in their business is just their discipline on focusing on what is the main problem in order to scale. Example is we can have a guy whose conversion rates are all the way the fuck off on generating new clients in their business. And sure, it's not like terrible, it's somewhat working, but to get the guy to a 75, 100, or 150 price point, there are obvious and blatant issues in the business that need to be fixed in order to hit those goals in the next 6 to 12 months. Otherwise, we're just going to break the goddamn business. The problem is when we start focusing on conversion rates, the barber might actually see a dip in their marketing reach. And what they'll want to do is go back and put a little bit of their focus on for a period of time to get this marketing reach back up to where the pride and ego kind of feels safe at, even when it's not the damn thing we need to be worried about. Barbers need to develop the discipline as business owners to stay locked in on fixing the main bottleneck that's holding the business back from scaling and not moving no matter what until the damn thing is fixed. Now, trust me, this seems very fucking simple until it's your business. Then you're gonna come with every fucking reason in the book of why you need to focus on this bullshit that is going to make scaling your business take so much longer. Of course, you need to actually have the skill of identifying the correct problem inside of your business first. Then you need to have the discipline to stay on that one thing no matter what, until it's fixed, of course. Now, I was going to end the video here, but the more I thought about it, like there is really one more, and we're going to call it like a little bonus section. And I decided to put this in there because you could have a goal and vision of making 20K per month. You can have elite top level focus, have the gritty discipline. But if you have no reason as to why you need to accomplish this goal, it's simply not going to get done. Now, I've seen both sides of the coin. Tough the barber, a guy we've helped go from 35 bucks a cut to 125 inside of his business, first started working this when he was 20K in debt with a wife and son. Now, he had every single reason why he needed to make this happen for himself and his business. But we've had other barbers come in charging the same price point, get the same help from our entire team input into their business, get direct one-on-one help and strategy with me, yet they do not have the same trajectory or growth as Tough has so far. Because you can have all the tools in the world, the top tier knowledge right at your fingertips. But if you're just straight up comfortable and complacent with what you have right now, you have absolute no reason to push yourself through hell to get the goal that you want. Or should I say, want. Now, this have a why doesn't need to be some magical mumbo jumbo bullshit. For me, my why was actually very simple. I didn't have a wife or kids or in 20K debt, but I wanted to prove to my family, friends, and anyone who doubted me as a barber that I could make something better of myself, even more than what they could have ever imagined. Secondly, I know that I'm going to die someday. That was dark. And I was not okay with the thought of just being a barber, cutting behind the chair for the rest of my life, making 10K per month, cutting behind the chair for the rest of my life, making less than 10K per month, going on a few vacations or trips to have a happy life based off of other people's standards of like what they thought I should be grateful for. And seriously, just go back and think of anything you've accomplished that was substantial. And those things always required you to change as an individual to grow to actually achieve the goddamn goal. And if you have done that, which I'm sure you have, you more than likely had a big why, whether it was ego-based, pain, or fear-based. We humans, honestly, we don't move towards like our highest and lofty goals as fast as we move away from our deepest pains and failures and really fears. Just simple put, like have a why. Wanting to make 20K a month is not enough in order for you to achieve that. Trust me. This is actually going to help you ensure that you actually accomplish the goddamn goal and just not going to be somebody who's a talker. And when they're a talker, they always talk about what they're going to do, but never fucking do it. Don't be that motherfucker.